Well, good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year. I hope that you're all doing well. We'll go ahead and get started here this morning. Now, I am so excited to be able to do a little bit of Quantanium mining. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but you could not put a Lancet MH1 onto a prospector at all since 318 open. So, hey everybody, hey Rift, good morning, how are ya? Open PTU? No, it's still wave one, sir. Pyro, hey, how are you, Pyro? How you been? Happy New Year, Scarred Citizen. Thank you very much. How are you, Scarred? Nice to see you today. Yeah, man, I have been. I was able to last night here. I'll just kind of give you guys. I snuck out about midnight last night, right before I went to bed. And I thought, well, I'm just going to give it one more, because I knew that they had done a couple of PTU patches. And I thought to myself, I am going to see if I could just sneak a Lancet on there. And I could. So I managed to get a Lancet on there. Hey, Alex, Happy New Year, sir. How are you? Nice to see you. Chris, good morning, Chris. How are you, sir? Nice to see you guys. I hope that you guys are all well. Happy New Year. This is going to be a great year, you guys. We're going to put our heads down and have some fun. I know Grift. I definitely know. I know Scarred went to Grift for sure. No problem there. So yeah, you guys, I was able to get a Lancet on here. So I went out and monkeyed around in there in Halo last night. Put a video out about that. The scanning mechanics are, we're still kind of getting used to them there. But was able to mine a rock and get it in the hopper. And so I thought we would head over to Lyria today. Now, couple of things I want to just kind of say. This server is very laggy, so we're gonna have some fun. It's a mess. I mean, it's a funny mess, and it's very important to understand. This is the PTU, and anything I say today will be kind of a situation where it's important to note this has got a couple more weeks. It's still got to go to a wave one. A wave 2, an open PTU. It's got a long ways to go. So anything that we see here today is not necessarily indicative of how it will be. But I got myself a nice hot cup of Java. We got ourselves a big old glass of water, and we're going to get started here this morning. So here we go. We're going to take a look at pulling the prospector out. Okay, so... Oh, yes, everything's just really laggy. That's what it is, really. You click on things and they're not, it's going to be really interesting mining. The other thing that I noticed last night was, none of the mining gadgets seem to be working. Like I'm unable to fire them. But we're going to look at all that stuff today. Yeah, I saw the mining mode. That was disappointing. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, let's go ahead and pull the prospector and let's head over to Lyria, because that's where I wanted to kind of check out today. And you can see it's very, very, very laggy. So there's just going to be some, it's going to be a bit of a slog, but we're going to have some fun with it nonetheless. Backing away slowly. What the heck? Let me out. I'm free. So yeah, I mean, you can see there's like a hard, 8 to 10 seconds of lag. Sometimes you click things and it happens right away. But you see, I clicked Hangar 2, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. It's like, what's happening? And so this is just kind of the cards we're dealt here in the PTU today. It's definitely it's definitely acting a really wonky. So we'll just go ahead and keep trying here. 3.18 needs about 6 to 8 more weeks to cook, or they really need to knuckle down. Yeah, it's definitely it's got its moments. It wouldn't surprise me if at some point here, and I'll even do this, you guys. It wouldn't surprise me. That's so weird that does that now. So let's just do display info. If I could type. Info equals, we'll just do a 2. We'll keep an eye on the B-win, because it's pretty, you can see it's pretty low right now. This server is more than likely going to 30K. It wouldn't surprise me at some point soon, because it's definitely on its last leg. So call the elevator again. Let's see if we can get over to hangar 2. Oh, look, it's going to work this time. Now, there's double doors. There's a lot of fun stuff happening here. You know, blackouts. What the heck? Alrighty. So the other thing is you know, I noticed, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the mole do the belly flop in 317.4 without the V-stalls down. The Prospector did that to me last night, too. So this is, like I said, we're going to have some fun today. Hey, Hamma, how are you? Happy New Year. How you been, sir? Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining this morning. Thank you all for joining this morning. I know I've been pretty hit or miss. I've been really looking forward to 318, you know, and, what? What's going on? Why is this thing doing this? No, what's going on? See, I told you we were going to have some fun today. Let me out of the seat. Oh, no. Something. Do we have stuff on board? What is going on? I brought a load in last night. She's going to go up. Let me out. What the heck? Oh, my gosh. It's so funny. Hey, Jonathan, good morning. How are you? Delivering my mail route and listening in. Oh, I'm going to be on for a couple hours, Jonathan, for sure. As long as I can. I'm going to be out of this thing. What the heck? She's going to go up. We're going to have some fun today, I promise you. The server is definitely sideways, and we're going to just have a ball with it. I mean that. You know, the only thing you can do when the servers are this way is just have some fun, do your testing. I guess I'll run down to the hangar, or to the refinery and see what's going on there. I definitely dropped off a load of Quantanium in the refinery last night. So let's just see if maybe it's not registering that or something or not. Should I have stored the ship? I probably should have. I think I should. Yeah. It'll take a hot minute. Alright, I touched the start. You can do it. Yeah, and so, yeah, you know, for those of you who are just joining, the server is, this is, of course, a PTU server, and it is barely hanging on by a thread. You can see the B went up there. Kind of comes and goes, but it's really stuck at a low number. And everybody's, you know, complaining, like, if there's a lot of people talking about the lag, and that's all right. Whatever. We're just going to have some fun with it. The fact that we can actually mine in 3.18 we'll suffer any indignity. All right, so I hit store. I know I did. I'll spam it a couple times. I'll try and get out of here. Let me go. Let my people go. All right. Let's head down to the refinery and see if maybe the thing that the Quantanium that I brought in last night or something wasn't happening. So let's go see what's happening down here. So yeah, you can look at our FPS is up there though, 85. Woohoo! Loving that. Oh, that's interesting. There's a shard ID there. I don't know that I've ever noticed that before. Cool. All right, we'll run down here. Hit the jump, Jonathan. I hope you're doing well out there. That's for sure. Thanks for joining. We are gonna go see what's going on up here in the hopper. Oh, okay. Could I log in maybe? That'd be sweet. Awesome. Yeah, you can see I mean, I have my whole work order processing, so I don't know that I have anything on board. I don't think I do have anything on board the Prospector. It shouldn't be in grumpy mode. No big deal. So I don't know if any of you have been able to play 318 at all. There's obviously a ton of great features, and salvage is one of them. And you know, I've enjoyed salvage. I've definitely done some salvage, quite a bit of it. Salvage is by the way, you know, while we're talking about it, salvage is available in the Air and Halo. So you know, some of the, you know, kind of more piratey kind of concerns, you certainly at least can do the salvaging part of it. out in the air in Halo a little bit. There's some anonymity out that way, and that's a good thing. So yeah, I don't know. I'll try and get back in the Prospector and then maybe do an eject. Do an Alt J, left Alt J, and see if maybe that will clean it up, because this was definitely grumpy and beeping at me. And if it blows up, it blows up. I'm not terribly worried about it. We'll have a little fun with it either way.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Congratulations, everyone, for surviving 2022. That's great, Chris. Nicely well played. That's exactly. We made it. We made it through. That was a tough year, man. Look at this. It's in claim. Oh, it's destroyed. There you go. Okay, that makes sense. Oh boy, here we go. File a claim. Let's see what happens.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
All right. We'll pay the expedited fee here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you know why I'm at it. I'll pull the other one over here too, because you never know. Hey, Alice, how are you? I'm doing really well.
Your insurance claim.
We're on monkeying around on the PTU today. You'll have I've got a second set lined up, Griff. But yeah, I know what you mean for sure. I definitely will need them. So that's all right. Like I said, the PTU is a hot mess, but we're gonna enjoy the heck out of it today because as long as we can get the components on there, we can do that. And if we had to switch gears and go to salvage because we couldn't get the other lasers on there, we'll do it. We're just gonna have some fun today. We're not gonna worry about the woes of the PTU. We'll look out the window here for a couple minutes. So yeah, I'm doing really well, you guys. Really happy to turn. Hey, Mass, how are you, brother? Yeah, for sure. Glad to turn the corner on the year for sure. Excited, really excited for the upcoming year. We are just gonna see if we can't. Let's get one of these prospect. I had pretty good luck getting the old Lancet on the Prospector before. Hopefully we can do it again and then head over to Lyria here, and that was the goal. But yeah, I mean the PTU is kind of doing PTU things. So I have a giant cup of Java. And I think, that's a shout out to Alex. I think, Alex, I spent a couple of your bucks that you gave me on some really good coffee. So thank you. That was awesome. I'm going to spend some Alex money on some of this coffee. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, let's click someplace else and see if we... Now, the server, like I said, it's incredibly laggy. I'm clicking on things. It's taking, sometimes 20 seconds for it to recognize. It doesn't matter. Like I said, we're just having some fun. As long as it's gonna give us something here. I do expect this server to 30K at some point. That probably would be a blessing if it did. That being said, definitely not getting any love here. Hey, Ramoyne, how are you, man? Nice to see you.
Welcome.
Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, man. For sure. I'm just glad I made it to the ripe old age of 50 in December. Nicely done, Chris. I turned 50 in August. 1972 kid in the house. How you doing, Chris? Nicely done. I know exactly what you mean. Just crashed my mole to a rock 3 times in a row. Oh, Alice. I don't like to hear that at all. All right, so looks like we at least got one in the house here. Let's try it back away. Everything's... All right, I do have some. I did buy an extra set of Lancet and Brants. So let's see how we do here. Prospector, happy belated, Chris. Absolutely, man. That's awesome. So yeah, look at that. It's gone back to that. So let's go this. And let's just save. Ooh, that's interesting. Now this is what it did before. It doesn't look like it's on there, but it is. So if I close and I reopen and I go back to the vehicle loadout manager, and it's just the PTU, you guys. Like I said, don't worry about it. It's just, it's doing PTU things, and we're just gonna have some fun with it anyways. All right, so reselect the prospector here. Hold on. She'll think about it for a hot moment. Maybe I'll pick prospector 2 for a sec. Ramon says, glad that you caught you live, even if it's on my phone. I think I will boot up the old pewter and watch it there. Nicely done, man. No, I appreciate it for sure. Oh, my stars in heaven. Let's see here. See if we can't confirm that we've got this Lancet on here. We'll give it a second to see. Oh, there now she popped. Now if we look here, now you can see the Lancet is on there for sure. So now I did have some extra brants, and I'll stick those on there as well. And I'm keeping it pretty vanilla right now, you guys. So that's just kind of the way it's going. I did hit save there. I'm gonna go ahead and confirm those are there. Hey, Nate, nice to see you, brother. How you been? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that stuff. You bet. That's awesome. How you been, kid? Oh my stars, you guys. So many people this morning. I know, isn't it great, Grift? You guys, honestly, truly, it's a blessing. First of all, 12 likes already this morning. You guys, thank you so much, because I know that I just pop up out of the blue. I know I don't advertise. I know. So to have so many of you join me, it's truly a blessing. I thank each and every one of you. From my family to yours, thank you so much. It means the world to me. I wish I could explain to you guys how important it is in my life to be able to jump on here now and then and have such good conversations with so many lovely souls, and I truly mean that. It just means the world to me. All right, we're gonna vehicle loadout manager again. We're gonna try vehicle loadout manager again, and you can do it. Hey, Serpinol, nice to see you. How have you been? Good to see you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and keep fighting the good fight here. All right, so Prospector. Let's see if she loads. Take a sip of Java. The good news is with all this lag, there's extra coffee time, right? So you can see the Lancet and the Brants are on there, so we're good. This is what I just wanted to confirm before we took off. Who's going to miss a Vince Vaughn mining session? That's awesome. All right, you guys. So it has been a hot minute for sure, brother. Sir, for sure. Hey, Diapers, how you doing, man? Nice to see you, twin. So many people this morning watching, but not like... Oh, Alice, that's okay. Did I pull the Prospector? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
Welcome to the ASOP.
The servers, they're rough this morning, but that's okay. It's rough. It's a rough trade, but we're having some fun with it anyways, man. We're making the most of it.
Vehicle selected.
So, I do have a Lancet and 3 Brants on Prospector 1, and we are going to head out, and we are going to do our thing.
Please visit us again.
All right.
Bye.
So you can see it's very laggy. So, mining is going to be very fun. Also, last night in the Aaron Halo, I'll tell you guys, I do not believe that the Brants are actually working. I mean, this is going to be my second try, but I double checked today, and I'll even show you guys kind of before I climb in the Prospector. I'll give you guys, I'll show you what I mean. So if I hit escape here, right, and I go to options, and I go to key bindings, and I go to advanced flight controls on mouse and keyboard, because that's how I mine. And I go to vehicles mining. It's definitely left alt 1, left alt 2, left alt 3. That's how it's always been. But I did them last night like 2 or 3 times and they didn't work. So we're going to test those today as well. Hopefully this will be the year that I get my PC to become a Star Citizen. Chris, I cannot wait for that. Man, the day you log on, I'd like to meet you at your landing zone and we can go, go just at least kind of shake hands and hang out, man. I'm looking forward to it. July or August, I said we probably won't see 318 until February. Looks more and more like that's going to happen. That may be the case, Mass, for sure, because we're not even in, open yet. There you go. Even managed to throw you a like. Hey, thanks, Roy. I appreciate that. 18 likes. Yeah, Alice has got it going. The server doing their best now. The best not to die. Now, this has happened to me a couple times, too, where, like, it won't open... There we go. It says it won't open that door. And so, if you do more salvage anytime soon, try to hook up with people doing a high and crit threat beacon. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. All right. Turn down the engines. Let's see if we can get something going here. There we go. All right.
You are clear to launch.
Now, I don't know if when 318 hits, we will definitely play some. Yes, absolutely, for sure, Alex. Now, for those of you who may not know, RKL1 is surrounded by 890. All these are 890 jumps. Every one of these like little like footprint looking icons are 890 jumps that are derelicts that can be salvaged. So, you know, it's a salvagey world out there. Hey, love, welcome to the server. Have servers been dying since the PTU patch? Love it's grumpy, yeah. I mean, it's super laggy. Like the stream, hit the like at least twice. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate that. So yeah, you know, all the world is a is salvage out here, and that's okay. I no problem with that. All right, here we go. So we're gonna head over to Lyria because last night I went to the Air and Halo, and the scanning mechanics weren't great. Now that doesn't mean that they're gonna be permanently like that. What am I doing? I go towards ArcCorp and then Lyria. So that's our destination. Let's spool the quantum drive. Now I just have the Goliath on this guy right now. I have it's basically a stock loadout except the Lancet MH1 and 3 brands. The Lagrange points are going to be nasty filled with pirates for the first 3 weeks alive. I agree. And any of you who are listening, I wouldn't necessarily the first week or two when it goes live do a lot of kind of things that make you a soft target. Like don't hang out in Lagrange points. Don't hang out around ArcL1. And do some salvage. Someone's gonna shoot you for sure. They're not ruthlessly. I mean, so my recommendation is if you want to salvage, there is salvage available in the Air and Halo, and of course there's mining available in the Air and Halo. It's not quite as not quite as lucrative as is an RKL1 with 990 jumps, but I don't actually think it's going to be that way when it goes live. So yeah, one of the reasons I'm heading over to Lyria is because, of course, we have that meta, you guys, where anything more than 2 rocks is Quantanium. I want to confirm that meta in 318, and 2, I want to just give it a look because last night when I was Quantanium mining in the Air and Halo, that the capability to have the mining laser out and then articulate the scan angles and then pinging on the thing that you see where it would give you the scan type, of a Q type or an M type, or that's not working or doesn't appear to be. No, that doesn't. I shouldn't say it's not working. There may be some things that they've adjusted or changed. I haven't, didn't figure it out. But it took me last night a good almost 45 minutes to locate one Quantanium rock. And I got lucky because the first rock that was actually scannable and, and was Quantanium was actually a nice rock to mine. So, it was like, I feel like I got lucky in the 45 minutes I was looking. Now, it still yielded 27 SCU. And I was still back a little over an hour. And it was 230,000 is what it works out to. So it's not like it was a little bit of, mining can be incredibly lucrative. No question about it. I mean, I probably would have been able to only do maybe 24 SCU boxes of salvage in that time for probably slightly less. You know what I mean? So even though it was incredibly slow to find it, still, Quantanium mining can be incredibly lucrative if you happen to get lucky, but you do have to fly up to every single rock in the Air and Halo and look at it, and then you can't tell if it's unscannable until you. Jonathan Strong, thank you so much. I so appreciate that, truly, and that will absolutely go in the Java fund. They ain't just 890 jumps. Oh, there are X rental 890s with the rental companies. at the various Lagrange points, much lead points to Stanton civil doors. Yeah, it's like it was almost like a glamping party came to Stanton. You know, with everybody brought their 890s and something bad happened. There was a it's crazy out there. There's lots of 890 derelicts. So here we are approaching Lyria. This is my first time approaching Lyria in 318. I was watching that video when I got your live alert. Yeah, awesome, Chris. Appreciate that. Oh, you guys, this is great. Not again, mining mode. Oh, there's buckets is way over on the other side. There's wheels. Humboldt mines, not too shabby. Is this orphanage up here? Nope. Where are we at there? I want to, obviously, you know me, I'm a light side miner. Orphanage is way over there. Buckets is there. I think I'm going to hit Wheelers. Wheelers will be just fine. Hey, Darkside, how you been, man? Nice to see you. And I appreciate that. It's very kind of you, sir. Very nice to see you, Dark. How you been? How's life down on the other side of the world? You can set a respawn on those derelicts? No, I don't think so, Ramoyne. Not that I know of. And I could be wrong. There very well could be some things that I don't know. One thing I will say is reclaimer mining with 4 people is going to be off the chain. I truly believe that. I'm trying to... There's a lot of lag here, if anybody's wondering. I've hit the button several times to try and... But yeah, this server's got a ton of lag. It's good. The mining is going to be all sorts of jumpy. We're going to have lots of fun. I'll try not to blow myself up. But, yeah, getting back to the reclaimer, if you have somebody who's you could get away with 3. Hey, Kojak, how are you, man? You could get away with 3. Absolutely get away with 3. But 4, I think, would be the ideal, where you have a pilot, 2 people on the lasers, 1 guy in the cargo area. You can tear it up. All right, so here we go, you guys. I'm going to kind of switch over to... I think I am, anyways. Going to switch over to... I know something's... There we go. We're starting to get some... It's just the lag. It's just, you know, I'm used to kind of things being a little snappier and happier. Cool. All right, we've got that. I've got a good there. We're going to go ahead and turn this eye out. We're going to roll to a 180, and we're going to send out some pings. Kojak, how you been, man? All right, now can I get a... What I'm looking for here is to get a ping on. Is it the box or is it the... All right, so there's it's just the lag, so no big deal. That's cool. Just gonna, you know, when I ping out, it's gonna take a hot minute to get a result back. How much money you make per box salvage? It's about 7.5K per box, which is, you know, not bad. You can rattle off in about 35 minutes in the Vulture. You can rattle off a full 12 or so. LOL, have you ever left your ship and EVA'd over to one of the derelicts? Next time you're doing salvage, have a look inside. You know, Starstreams did that when him and I were hanging out in one of the streams. He definitely went inside there. I didn't. I probably should have went over there and looked. All right, so pings, you can see, just because of the lag, are a few and far between. But we'll just go ahead and keep on pinging here. Oh, wasn't that funny? What is that?
Mining mode on.
Not getting any kind of result on that. Let's just kind of fly down here and see what it is. Definitely not Quantanium. It's almost like it's an unscannable rock, which is an interesting thing on Lyria. You don't see very many of these, and you know, of course, back in the day, you absolutely did. And you just kind of had to wait it out. So if that was Quantanium, I may do it, but it's not. So we're just going to kind of keep pinging forward and moving on. Now, one thing I will say is just this may not be indicative of the ultimate way that it is in 318, and I'm sure you guys are all aware of that, because this is a pretty grumpy mess. I'm trying to get my ping backs here, right? I'm going to maybe go to the 90 degree and kind of keep them out in front of me. All right. All right, so here's multiple rocks. Now this will be interesting. Now I didn't see these in advance. We'll have to see. But oh, this could be gems, maybe? Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's not multiple rocks. Hey Moon, how you been? Nice to see you. Not too bad. Good to see you streaming really out of the loop for mining. Heard things going bad for mining. Yeah, you know, so far, I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, but we'll see how it all plays out, you know. All right, so let's go back. We'll do another. We'll just kind of do 90 scans. This is a different way to do it as well. Because of the lag, we're not getting pingbacks very effectively. You know, and I think if we just sat there and wait, we would. All right, now here's normally what I would do when I was just collapse, ping over there, and it would give me kind of a, you know, it would give me the, kind of the white there. You can see it just there. It did it that time. What about here? And what we're looking for is more than one rock. I mean, that's the idea there. So that was one as well. You can tell that it's interesting that they're kind of in a different place in the box considerably. 318, not great for mining. I hope not, because I love watching my favorite miner get his quota. Well, we're gonna, you know, I mine. That's what we're gonna do. If it's rough, it's rough, you know. So, you know, I'll be definitely doing some salvage as well, though, and we're just gonna kind of enjoy it for sure. All right. So we're looking for more than one rock. You know what's interesting is signature may be the biggest tell on this. Look at you get a signature right away. 1700's one rock. So we're gonna have to see when we find a multiple rocks. I want to know if the signature is climbs, right? Signature is gonna be the real because we're getting a signature value right away. I'll show you what I mean here in just a sec. So, you know, and this is us learning kind of how things change. I noticed that we were getting a signature value really quickly from... So here, if we close down and we look, and I ping that guy, you can see the signature right off there, right there. See it right here, 1700. Now, if we get a bigger sig value on one of these things, then we're going to know... Now, there's two rocks, but I don't think that those are actually Quantanium. Very, 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 very cool. It's so nice to be back on Lyria mining, you guys. Holy smokes. You know, I had really been wanting to... You know, I was hoping all through the 318 holiday season that we would have an opportunity, but there's just no way to get a mining laser on it. Yeah, I knew this wasn't going to be... I mean, we'll get a visual on it. That's definitely not Quantanium, and there's this other rock over here. Doesn't look like it. I'll get a little closer. Nope. All right, we'll keep on moving here. So, yeah, we're just starting to kind of get our hands around the... Of course, working through the lag is probably the worst of it. Which is no big deal. All right, we'll get a collapse on that guy. That's a 1700, so that's a single rock. I would imagine that one of these is... So this may be an absolutely... It might even be faster if we can use that sig value. So let me buzz... I'm going to up my... Just kind of up my speed a bit. Where's my scan at here? Yeah, let's keep my scan at 180. And our heading now is 275. We'll kind of keep that. You can see as soon as I move my mouse over, you know, the white icon gets over something, I get a scan value. And I'm going to try and lean on that for a second. See if that's a way for us to tell if it's multiple rocks or not. I'm seeing a lot of singles there. Sending out the pings. By the way, there have been updates on 318 PTU since they came back from the... Yeah, that's the reason I was able to get a mining laser on here for sure, Lemoy. You're absolutely right. I think there's been about 3 patches now since they've come back from the Hollies. I really think if they can get the server FPS up, it'll take care of a lot of issues. No question about that. I think you're absolutely spot on, Moon, for sure. Now, there's a 3400 right there. See this, you guys? Look, this is going to be interesting. Because there, you can see there's a 3400 value right over there. So if that's 2 rocks when I get over there, and that's what it should be, then that's how you're going to be able to tell from a distance whether or not it's more than 1 rock. And here on Lyria, if the meta's the same, we're going to be in really good shape. So I'm on Lyria, Tsunami. Welcome to the channel, Tsunami, by the way. How have you been? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all you guys. And thank you so much for the 22 likes today. All right. So I am just... I am over my skis having fun here. Let me see. Now there was rocks over here somewhere. Let me adjust my... I had a 3400 signature and I know I was headed right towards it. Ah, there they are. So, yep. Morning, I am Dave. How are you, sir? It's nice to see you. So this should be Quantanium, if if all things work out. Ooh, nice little valley. And so it looks to me like the meta continues, you guys. That's absolutely Quantanium. And the good news is it scans. Now, a couple of things also you guys should know about. Number one, if you hit G, it no longer loosens the laser head. So it's just one of those things. You're not getting the laser head to move around like with gimbal like you used to be able to. And that's okay. It's just part of the gig. Now I am trying to get a... Let me poke it one time and see if I can get a scan result. You can see I'm not getting a scan result, but I'm sure this has to do with the lag. Question. Have you noticed a visible difference in appearance between 318 and 317.4? That's a really good question, Ramoyne, and I don't know that I have. And maybe it's because I've been so kind of consumed with kind of making sure I don't step into black holes and elevators and stuff. Grift is asking, I could be wrong, but an increased decay value on most discarded items would help. Not a bad idea. And they probably will tweak that for sure, Grift. Do have to say thank you. When I started playing, you were the one that showed me the ropes with mining, and I still use the same process 40 million later. Serpental, that's the reason I do this channel. It's just for comments just like that. That's a very kind thing to say. It means the world to me that you would, be able to pick up some things that I was able to show, and that's why I do this the channel exactly. So that's music to my ears, sir. I noticed a visual difference between watching. Yeah, there definitely can be some differences there. Now that is interesting. Wonder if I can scan it and get the...
Mining mode off.
Yeah, not really. Now this is not anything... Oh, it's weird. Now it doesn't even seem like it's a scannable rock. It's that one doesn't have an outline anymore. Oh, now it does. All right, let's go ahead and... We'll hit it with the mining laser. Now, I'm assuming this is lag. Could it just be a keybind issue? It looks like it's still in auto. When you say... What are you speaking to exactly, Moon? It's much darker on the dark side of the moons and planets. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if they did change some of the, kind of the hues, Grift, for sure. I have the... we've got the Lancet there, right? And our range is sufficient. Let's just kind of put our range in optimal. But I'm not getting the mining UI here. So I'm just giving it some time to see if it just is going to register. Is going to take a hot minute to register. Commander Mascamy, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Not a name I recognize. Hope you're doing well this morning. We're out monkeying around. First bit of Quantanium mining on Lyria. Ace Hambone, how are you, Ace? Thank you, sir. Very kind. I truly appreciate it, my friend. How have you been, Ace? Happy New Year, brother. That's awesome. Thank you, Ace. All right, you guys, we're trying. We're out here. We're on the rocks. We're just not getting a UI. So don't you just hate when you go outside when it's dark and it's dark? Track. Yeah, that's so funny. Just kind of wondering if I could wake it up. Definitely not getting to you. Hey, Griffin. Good morning, Willie Griffin. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Long time I didn't do quant mining. Are the gadgets useful or not? They're the mining gadgets can be useful for sure. They're especially useful if you're doing a rented prospector. But the mining gadgets are also good. You know, if you do find a rock that is like a slightly above, you know, what you normally have. You know what I mean? Here's what I mean. Around 5,800 mass, the Lancet's just not going to cut it. It's going to be really slow. It might get to the top there. But if you throw like a wave shift on there or a bore max, you can get up to about a 6,500 mass rock. So yeah, sorry, gimbal is in lock. Oh, that's interesting. I see what you're saying. So I know that they changed gimbaling. Have you pressed tab to force a scan? I mean, I definitely have gone back into scan mode where I'm trying to, like, you know, scan, like, ping and scan directly here. Thank you for the explanation. Of course, no problem. Gadgets are necessary for rented ships. I agree with that, Wooly Griffin. Saven, welcome to the channel. Not a name I recognize. Will it change if you land and restart the ship? It might, Saven. Let's go ahead and give that a try. I had noticed something similar, but sometimes just like to stand in place somewhere and gaze. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Ramoin, for sure. George Grover, welcome to the channel this morning. How are you, George? By the way, 27 likes, you guys. Thanks so much. Watch the guy crack an 8.5K rock with just gadgets. Yeah, well, you can definitely, like, load lots of gadgets on a rock and crack it. Whether or not that's financially wise to do is questionable, because sometimes you can't recover those things. But I mean, if you get a full run and you only lose, say, 60,000 in gadgets, that's not too bad. So it was like 15 of them, but it worked exactly. Like, could you imagine that? I think there are at least 5 or 6,000. Maybe use the same trick you do in the Halo to get it to scan. You know, kind of ping it with the mining laser out.
Mining mode on.
Yeah, it's you know, it definitely, it's showing it. It's got an outline. It's showing it's a deposit. I think we're gonna do what the you know, was suggested about landing. I think we'll try that one time. Let me go ahead and put the gear down. Roll the VTOLs. We'll go ahead. We'll turn the prospector off. Gonna set her down nice and easy. Back to sticks for a sec. Good. All right. We'll go ahead and she's a little sideways. All right. We turned off the power completely. Oh, mean land, get out about 100 meters and get... Oh, that's a good idea. Well, maybe. Let's try it. I'm all for adventure today, George, for sure. Let's just double check that we're not in a bad look. Yeah, we're good. Now let's see if I can get out of here. I'm holding Y. Rough test so far. I take it short. Hey, you know, it's fine, man. It's the PTU. It's what to be expected. There's a very big lag going on. I'm hitting buttons and it's like at 8 to 10, sometimes 10, 12, even up to 20 seconds. You know, I'm seeing a situation where That's a really good ad. Nimrogue, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Helmets don't work, you can't breathe. Oh no. I better hurry up and try and get back in. I'm choking to death. Trying to get back in. Enter ship. Oh, the lag. The lag's so bad. I'm trying. I clicked it, I promise. Enter ship. What, am I getting in or not? Yeah, the EVA trick in Halo works most of the time. It has been, George. What the heck? Can I go on this guy? Please. Let a brother in. Ah, it's so funny. V, I'm thinking about getting the VKB side mount module for my EVA. Yeah, I've had nothing but great luck with VKB stuff. You know, I can't speak highly enough of it. I think it's a reasonable price, high quality. All right, well, we survived. Servers are still hurting pretty bad. Yeah, they are. They're, you know, and that's the one thing I've said to, you know, a few times to you guys. You know, we're not going to sweat the fact that the server's definitely not doing, it's doing definitely servery things, and we're not going to worry about that too much, honestly. All right, so we've put some power back on. We climbed out. Might have the clocking sounds, but it doesn't look like you're dying. Yeah, I didn't die there, Moon. Obviously, it scared me just a hot minute, you know. But all right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of make sure I can get back into switch back to mouse and keyboard mode. Good. All right, let's see here. I pulled out the mining laser.
Mining mode on.
Oh, it is scanning. Hey, excellent. That was an excellent suggestion. So we're getting some scan results now. That's not a great rock. It's going to be, it's not really telling me how much Quantanium's in there. Oh, 2%. Okay, that's a blue cap. No problem. Good stuff. All right, we'll pick up the gear, rotate the VTOLs. And that's not going to be a great rock to mine either. Another blue cap. All right, up we go. Doing well. Thank you, sir. Always good time with coffee and Quantanium. Thank you, Nimrod, for sure. So, yeah, that worked, you guys. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. All right, so here we're going to go right back into 180 scans. And I think the vast majority of the snags we're hitting right now are just lag issues, okay? And that's to be expected. The server's not running great. Drax says, do VKB rigs come as dual options where you can get both at once? You absolutely can order both at once. Now, here's one, yeah, you absolutely can, Drax, for sure. It is the problem when you choke the loading calls or loading streams of a streaming tech load call with more stuff than normal. Increasing the loading calls is more pressure on the server. I don't disagree with that at all, Aocean. And I think that's a big part of what they're trying to balance, right? You're absolutely right. So, guys, here's your first, like, if I have one 318 tip to teach you right now, it's look, you're getting a signature value when you're hovering your mouse over the opportunity markers. If that sig value is anything north of 1700, it's Quantanium. So watch how fast this is going to go now. So, you know, I send out a ping. I'm just hovering my mouse over that thing. If it is over 1700, now that one is 1860. What's interesting, I bet you, now that's interesting. Let's go see if an 1860 is gems. So that happened to me in a Halo a couple times. Worked on restart ship. Good. Yeah. No, definitely it works in the Halo to kind of EVA out. So that's what this is. So look at that. Now we know 1860 signatures, you know, or something that's kind of north of 1700 a little bit potentially is gems. So that's an excellent thing to learn. So I'm going to send out another ping. Keep in mind everything's incredibly laggy, but when I send out a ping now, if I put there it is right there. See that 10,200? That's going to be Quantanium up there. Right in front of me. That's going to end up being Quantanium because it's 10,200. That's a much bigger signature. So this is actually for everything they broke in the Iron Halo, you can now solo mole mine, you know, pretty quickly in the, you know, here in the on Lyria, and you could before, but this is, yeah, I mean, you can see him right there. I can see him. I'm rolling up on him now. So that signature value is going to be, that's a very important thing. I mean, it's a quick way to find Quantanium. So here's my first Quantanium cluster. Now let's see, you know, if I have to do any kabuki dance to get the scan results here. All right, you guys, this is cool. So that, yeah, I mean, that's a good thing to know. I highly recommend you save up the extra if you buy the VKBs. The ship time is long and expensive, so I bought the Omni Throttle and Premium Right. I am thinking about myself, you guys. Oh, and cool, we're getting scan results as well. I am thinking myself about getting the VKB, and I think, Griff, you told me about maybe a different set of pedals, but I'm thinking about looking at the VKB pedals at some point, you know, when I'm going to invest in pedals sometime later this summer. So this one, let's see if I can get a scan result. See, this one gave me a scan result. You can see, bam. I got the adapter to make the Omni Throttle regular stick. I also bought all the extra replacement parts. I definitely bought some extra springs when I bought mine, but I haven't had to use them at all. Okay, so that one is not. Are any of these other ones giving me their? Not. Hey, Digital, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, you guys. Yeah. I definitely am not getting scan results here. So let's do a cut. We're going to just kind of start going through the motions. First of all, I'm going to turn off mining mode.
Mining mode off.
Mining mode off of the mighty lasers out there still. Mining
mode on.
Okay, let's see if we can get a... All right, we've lost our outlines by turning mining mode off and on. This is just lag, by the way. I'm sure. Lag, give it a moment. Exactly, sir. Cluster loaded in as you got closer. So most should be rendered. Yeah, absolutely. My buddy has the VKB rudder pedals. I got to play with them. Super, super nice. Yeah, I am interested in those. Ocean, that is interesting. What extra steps, if you don't mind my asking? Actually mining the 318. Yeah, it did. It's working, man. I managed to get the Lancet and a couple of brands on this guy, and we're out here doing her. So yeah, for sure. All right, we're not getting a scan result. We know the last time. Oh, hey, it just started scanning, so it is just lag. That is not going to be a great rock, right? But you know, we're just, hey, that's a 4%er, no problem. What about this cat? I don't seem to be able to get the mine. There it comes. Make sure if you do get pedals, you get the V-Joy and the joystick gremlin so you can combine the pedals as sliders. Ooh, that's a good idea. All right, so I'm getting a scan result here.
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
Not a great rock here. You can see this isn't fast, you guys, but it's just lag. All right, we'll get over on this guy. Now that could be a little bit better percentage. Nope, 5%er. Got a couple more to look at here. Getting the scan result there. Let's get one thing down. Shorts on this. Star Citizens and made in Windows. But first Linux, the environment as is going to work in Windows. Oh, interesting. So we all do is emulate or put an abstraction DX layer, run the Windows encoded files like Wine or Proton. Oh, interesting. All right, what do we got here? Survey says. Come on now. Make a big swig of Java here, you guys. Not going to be a good rock. That's a blue cap. All right. And what about this guy? Last rock in the cluster here. Not going to be a good rock. So I think, yep. I'm going to double check that I scanned them all, but there was nothing worth mining here. So that's a 4%er. That's a 2%er. That's almost a 6%er, 5.8. That's 2.4. All right, up we go. We'll go back to just... Now, so here's the good... Like I said, here's the good news, though. Hey, Siren, nice to see you. How have you been? Awesome to see you. So, yes, signature value is everything, you guys. So that's... Let me turn that... Signature value now is telling you if it's anything over 1,700. If it's like 1,800 or 1,900, it's gems. If it's, you know, like twice 1,700, like 34 or above, it is absolutely a cluster. And if it's a cluster and you're on Lyria, it's Quantanium. So we don't even have to focus, you know, scans. I mean, you just gotta run your mouse over, you know, run your cursor over the thing and get your values. You know, when they show up. See that signature value there? 1,700. Now, it's being laggy, but, you know, it had been given signature values fairly quickly. That's a 1,240. So that's going to be gems right there. Anything that's not 1,700, that's a little less or a little more, is going to be gems. And I just want to demonstrate this, because this is... You can find gems, like, super fast now because of the sig value. Stumbled onto a 10-rock cluster in the PTU last night in Lyria with 168 STU quant. That is juicy. See how that turned out to be gems? So yeah, you can... This is awesome. I mean, you guys, this is... you know, the one thing I will say is, obviously, in every version there's changes. PTU is going great, Siren, for sure. I mean, it's, you know, it's got its quirks. But yeah, so there's a 1,700 signature. There's a 1,700 signature. 17, 17, 17. All right, we'll keep on keeping on here. And, you know, once the actual lag or whatever is cleaned up, I think you'd be fairly efficient out here on Lyria. Not as efficient as in the air in Halo, I found. But you know what? We're going to keep on working it and see if there is something we don't understand. There's a 3,400. That means this is a doubler, right? This is absolutely Quantanium here. And this is the number I'm looking, you know, just to kind of keep you guys, it's the signature, right? So, all right, it's got a doubler over here. Let's go check these guys out. Is PTU still wave one? It is, Tom. Hey, Tom. Nice to see you, by the way. How have you been? These rocks are up here somewhere. I don't think I ran over them. Maybe I did. That's a 17... 17, 17. I lost those doublers. I don't know what happened to them. Still need a sub or concierge to get in? You do, yep. That's the way Wave 1 works. Hey, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Ocean... still in save 1. Yep, for sure. Alright, that's a 17. That's a 17. 17. 17. 17. Now, one of the things you don't know 100% at this point is patiently waiting for the wipe and 318 to go live. That's where I've been at too, Siren, for sure. Human, without a 30k digital, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. But just hope I'll test soon with the... Yes, I agree with that 100%. I would like to see it go to Wave 1 as soon as possible. Or pardon me, open PTU as soon as possible, because I think the more people playing, the better. I know that they need to work a few kinks out still. Omega will tell. I've been wanting to try to PTU more, but get killed by elevators and stuff. Yeah, I have Omega a ton as well. I mean, I really wanted to stream a bunch 318, but I just wasn't having a real... I was falling through elevators a lot myself, and I did do a salvage video or two. And we'll be doing, of course, a ton more. All right, that's a 3400. Now, this is a doubler here. And I'm actually gonna force it to give me the pings too. I'm not gonna lose this doubler. I had 3 almost back-to-back 30Ks. 2 crashes the desktop last night. Oh boy, yeah. Elevators have been mostly fixed in the U branch. Yeah, the elevators are acting better. I agree with that. Now, I'm not gonna... I was flying directly at these doublers, so I'm not... It better be up here somewhere. Salvage is fun. Reclaimer salvage is fun. Vulture salvage is fun. Of course, being able to craft things in the Vulture is going to be really incredible. The rocks are always a little further away than I expect, but we're absolutely doublers over here, and I've been on a straight course. That's interesting. They should have been here. It's probably a lag issue, but I'll just kind of keep flying the straight course. Alright, there's an A-Rock. Oh, yeah. Are these... They're close together. I wonder if they are... They're not super close together. So they may not be Quantanium? Yeah, that's how it worked out. There were more than one rock here, but they weren't close enough. So the signature was on at 3400, but they were just a little too distancy apart in order to be Quantanium rocks, which is cool. I'll take that. That makes more sense. I was having a hard time. It's just like, I know I was flying right at them. All right, what do we got there? 1700? 1700? 1700, 1700. All right, we'll keep on the trucking. Got a couple icons over this way. 1700 and 1700, okay. What's the tow ship again? I'd like to try that. Oh, the SRV. That's not in the game yet, though. I think the biggest issue I'm having is getting stuck in the seat. Yeah, that is definitely an issue for sure. 1700? 1700? 1700? And another 1700. I have no talks with staff from an old friend from Elite, the pilot. He works with SIG now. Good guy. Just hope his job is keeping him happy. Yeah, that's awesome to know somebody. Where is... oh, great question, Ace. So here's what I'm talking about. I just sent out a ping, and it's really laggy right now, Ace. And, I mean, I sound like a broken record, I'm sure. But, once we get some pings, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because it's a good thing to learn. Troll! Hey, Troll, how are you, man? Nice to see you. By the way, 34 likes, you guys. I love it today. So it's pretty laggy, but we're out here. I just need to get a couple pings, and I'll show you, Ace. Any thoughts on the Vulture not having a conveyor belt? 900,000 years. Yeah, Nim, I got you there, man. I just wish it would auto-stack the 12 SCU. I mean, I understand why they are doing that. I think that gameplay is better suited for the... So, look, if you look right here, hold on just a sec. This is the value I'm talking about. Right there is where it's popping up. And let me just kind of line up right on it for you. Now, it's definitely being laggy all of a sudden, because it was being really good about it. There you go. You can see it right there. That's the value I'm talking about, this RS signature at 1700. If that's a 3400... that means it's doublers. If it's more than that, it's even more rocks. And anytime it's more rocks, it's Quantanium, right? The other thing to, is if it's like 1820 or 1400, it's gems. So that's another cool thing. So it's going to be very easy to track down gems and very easy to track down Quantanium on Lyria based on that. And to be honest with you, any ship will be able to do that. Any ship will, can now scout again really efficiently. You probably can actually fast scout. See, here's a 1240 signature. See this 1240 right here, Ace, that 1240? I know because that's a 1240 that right out in front of me is gems. Yeah, no problem, Ace. That's why I'm doing this for sure, man, so we can all learn. And so if I cruise up here, we're going to run into gems like right over here because that's just the nature of the scan. They're along here somewhere. LOL, yeah, 35th century. Semi-active sensor bursts we were contesting. They're around here, I promise. Now there's 3400 right there. Is that this guy? Oh yeah, it is. So that's doublers right over there. I know that those are doublers if they draw in. And those gems, I mean, they could have drawn in. It just could have been laggy or whatever. I'm going to go a little bit further this direction before I head over to these doublers. All right. It's right over this way are these doubles. And knowing is half the battle. Exactly. Love that show, by the way. Reading Rainbow. The more you know. Exactly right. Well, good news with the yesterday update. You can create a multi-tool and tractor beam in the Vulture. Yes. That's the thing. If you want me to tell you what I honestly think the best starter ship in the game is right now, it's the Vulture. And it's because I hate to say that, but it is because if you can just climb into that thing, fly out to the air in Halo, find something to mine, or pardon me, strip, create your things that you need to actually handle the cargo, pull in, in probably 45 minutes, 100,000 SCU, and be back at the old back at the ranch. And then you're just there. I mean, it's crazy. All right. These rocks are around here somewhere. They're always a little further than I expect. There they are. All right, here's some doubles. I expect someone along the way will figure out what numbers marked the gems. Yeah, well, 1820, 1400, anything that's not 1700, that's slightly north or south of that are gems, period. I've demonstrated a couple times on the channel here. That one time they didn't look like they draw, but it is. That's how it is, for sure. All right, because I usually start in Orzen. Cool. It's not true crafting, but yeah, it is. It's a stopgap. You're exactly right, Aocean. I agree with that 100%. All right, so this is just a waiting game here, you guys. I'm just going to kind of pop it with a laser. And by the way, 37 likes, you guys. I can't thank you enough. We're almost to 50, and I haven't even streamed in a while, and and so many of you chosen to join today. I can't thank you all enough. I truly mean it. It's awesome. So, all right, so we're just kind of going to wait on this here. This is the way, I don't know if you guys remember there was several versions back where you'd roll up on Quantanium and it would just not scan, wouldn't even give you the outline, wouldn't scan. And so you had to kind of wait around or, if you waited it out, it always worked. How much UEC does a full Reclaimer get? Oh, I have no idea, Ace. I do think that Reclaimer is it's the birth of real multi-crew in the sense that if you have 4 people in that Reclaimer, dedicated pilot, 2 guys sitting right behind the pilots on the lasers, and 1 guy down in the cargo area, you can make boxes quick, hand over fist. I don't know the exact numbers. Probably should put together a little team and test that. But yeah, I mean, it's quick. I can tell you that for sure. It's real quick. Star Streams runs for Hadnite gems. Yes. ROC mining is in an awesome place, you guys, right now. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but they did add a feature where you can move all. So you can move all of the stuff out of the ROC and one button. It's no longer like a race to get yourself carpal tunnel. So, I mean, that quality of life improvement alone is worth the price of admission. So here, last time I turned off the mining laser and turned it on. I get that they're trying to slow it down and encourage cooperative play, but I find industrial ship without a conveyor belt, basic industrial machines, immersion braking. Listen, Nimrod, I don't think you're wrong. I really don't. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I think the Vulture, when it's a solo craft, should be able to pack all 12 of those boxes in the background. I mean, that's what I would do if I was kind of the guy running the ship. I'd be like, I'd have it modded where there was a machine back there stacking the boxes for me. I wouldn't get out of the pilot's chair. That's a dangerous thing to do. Now, this is interesting. This is a Quantanium rock with no Quantanium in it. What the heck? Quartz, inert, barrel, and inert. What? What the heck? Can a brother get some Quantanium and a Quantanium rock? What the? Oh, boy. What the heck? It's so funny. Also unable to turn on the lasers here. Hold on. We might have to land in power and... it's just lag. It's all lag. I didn't think that was going to be a great rock anyways, but...
Mining mode on.
That's so funny. Like it used to, it's ROCs. Yeah, exactly. 370 to 400K if you do 2 passes of that SCU amount, and off-cell is only present PTU test. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good money, though. I'm getting a scan on this guy, or I was. Reclaimer is 180 SCU, so that's about 1.38 mil. So divide that by 4, because that's how I think that's going to be the most efficient way to get that. I wonder how long it would take to get that 180 boxes. So this is 16% percent, not a great rock. Oh, okay, I've got my laser back. And this guy here is the most interesting Quantanium rock literally I've ever seen in my life. And I'm going to take a screenshot of this because it's funny. It's a Quantanium deposit with no Quantanium. Print screen. Vulture's still super cool. Look, oh yeah, I love the Vulture. I do think the Vulture is the best starting ship in the game right now. Like I said, you can climb aboard it, make the things you need, and honestly get yourself 100,000 in 35-40 minutes. I mean, so absolutely think that's my personal opinion right now. Is there is no better ship to start with in the game than the Vulture right now because, now listen, it's always going to be, do you like salvage and that type of thing? But I mean, you can definitely have, 100,000 in your pocket in 35-40 minutes. You know what I mean with that ship, and so that's like instant. There's no waiting for anything. All right, looking for some signatures to pop up here. Okay, that's 1860. See how that's 1860? That's definitely going to be gems. So, this 1860 is 100% gems. That's just, that is a signature value that just connotates gems. So let's go down and just, validate that. Just keep on doing that stuff because it's good to learn this stuff. I think ROC mining is probably in the best place it's ever been. If you can find gems via signature values like that, that's pretty crazy. There they are. There they are. I'm really new to the game, but I'm not really PvP type of person. How do I get a Vulture? Well, that's the thing. Hex, and welcome to the channel, Hex. Not a name I recognize, and I try and remember all the people who come to my channel. So Hex, thank you for coming aboard today. It doesn't happen very often, but it's trapped behind a paywall. You have to actually buy the Vulture in order to use it the first few months. You'll be able to buy any ship that you have to buy. It gets into the PTU, it gets into the PU, and you can buy it with just in-game cash. but not when it's first launched. So it's it's a weird place, right? Because now that's 1240, that's gems over there. So it's in a little bit of a weird place because it's the first time, I think, in Star Citizen's history that I know of anyways. Now, I could be wrong, where you kind of have to buy the ship to get the latest and greatest kind of thing that's happening. But, I did. I purchased the Vulture, and that's the reason that I have it. So 3,400. That's right there. There's doublers, you guys. Let's go take a look at those. Now, I might have actually be going right back. I was not keeping a heading very well. So I may be flying right back to doublers I've already looked at, but we'll see. But yes, if you use the Halo for salvage quant mining and don't mind some chances, you won't get a good quant run for X minutes or an hour. Yeah. Now, if they would just do us a solid and give us some kind of a way to get back to a spot, like just drop some kind of a beacon, the world would be so much better. And that's the thing I'm going to start pushing for the most. As the next thing I think that could be the most significant thing to change. Just give us some kind of an exploration beacon that we could just drop on a planet surface and return to. All right, let's take a look at these guys here. We don't even have an outline yet. Let's just kind of see what it takes, if it's just lag or what. Daz, how have you been, Daz? Hey, but you still grinding it out. Way too persistent is the key. Daz, it's nice to see you, man. Happy New Year. How have you been, sir? Yeah, we did get outlines. Now we're getting scans as well, you guys. So it's just lag. It's nice to see you, Daz. It's been a hot minute, brother. That's an 11%er. And that's a blue cap. All right, we'll keep it moving. And I think, this, like I said, the cool thing about this is now you can actually take a very fast ship. 620 right there, that's gems. Anything that's an oddball number around 1,700 or less, it's going to be gems. And that's, that's a very small amount of gems, but yep, see, just gems. I didn't see the value there. A mining drop beacon would be, yeah, that's the thing. I agree with that, Nimrog. That's the thing I'm going to start pushing for the most myself in this game is to have some kind of a beacon to return to. That's a 1,700 single rock. That is 1,700 single rock. That's the thing I want most now is to just let me go out, let me mark things, let me drop a beacon, and let me return to them. Please let me do that. 1,700. It's weird. You don't even have to kind of get if that thing is the closest one to you, I'm not even on that one. It's way over here, and I'm getting the signature values. Oh, there's a 6,800. I just caught a 6,800 sig value. There. It's that one that's 12 away. That's a cluster. So let's go. That's going to be what? That's 4 rocks right over there. So that's very interesting. Let me see if I can get a 90 scan going. Just to try and keep them in front of me. I know I'm headed towards it. Hey, Marcus, how have you been? Hex, what are some ships that I could do mining with? Well, Hex, there's hand mining. You can actually go hand mining in caves in any ship. But you need to bring the right equipment, right? You want to bring a pyro multi-tool with and that's how I started out. Of course, there are lots of other, the Prospector is the main solo Quantanium mining ship. There's ROC mining, which is a remote ore collector. That's driving kind of like a car. On, that's not the signature value. There they are. I knew there was 4 up here somewhere. Hey, good, brother. That's awesome, Marcus. So yeah, the ROC is the ground vehicle, and that's an awesome, fun thing to do. You can collect ground rocks. So there's lots of options, Hex. And if I mostly Quantanium mine on my channel. So if you happen to, watch some of my videos, I can, real good about this type of mining is the mining that I do. Starstreams does incredible ROC mining. Jack Axton does incredible cargo trading. That's super fun. You know, so there's some excellent, excellent content creators out there. All right, here we go. 4 more opportunities. I still haven't found a rock to mine, but we are finding them very fast here. So, and that's a good thing. So, you know, we have noticed that it takes a hot minute sometimes with the lag to get scan results, and that's okay. I'm always up early. Nice. You can rent the ROC and the Cutlass cheap to get. Oh, that's a good point. Ocean's making an excellent point, and one that I missed. Hacks. You can rent things as well. You know, so you know you can just get in game and kind of rent. You can rent a prospector. The prospector's not going to Quantanium mine well, but you know, and I can't speak to exactly the 3.18 because I haven't done it. But if you take a prospector and head over to say Aberdeen doesn't have Quantanium, but it's got excellent Bexlite, Laranite, and Terranite, and those actually produce quite a bit of money as well. You don't just have to Quantanium mine. I do it because, you know, the margins are the best, and, you know, I have a lot of experience. But I would say getting a rented prospector and hitting Aberdeen and going after Bexlite, Laranite, or Terranite is a great way to do it. Yeah. So you just kind of get in game with that, with whatever starter, make 100,000 or 200,000, and then rent. So we're still waiting to get some scan results here, you guys. This is just a lag thing. So, you know, we're just, you know, eventually they'll start giving me results. Now, one thing I have done is I have turned off the laser.
Mining mode off.
And turned it back on. And thanks, Ramoyne, and everybody who's helping Hex kind of answer his questions. Thank you so much. Hex, this is one of the, you're going to find, you know, we're so blessed. We have one of the most friendliest communities here that just want to help you, you know. So,
Mining mode on.
got to get the mining laser back out. It's
Mining mode off.
there. The game gave me 300K, so I'm going to go rent and learn. There you go. That's awesome, man. And if you rent the prospector, if you go back, I even have a rented prospector video on my channel that talks about what you need to do. It's a good watch, and it's still very valid for 3.17.4. Don't know about 318, but now you can get the trick with the MH1. There's a guide on it. All right. What? Eventually, we might find something to mine here, you guys. That's a 2%er. This is another one of these strange, not going to be a great rock. Another 2%er. Just also remember those 2 location streams mentioned. This could be a decent rock. 13%er. I knew it was going to be better than a blue cap. Let's see here. Space Shorts, make sure you get an escort when 318 goes live. Yeah, I know, man, for sure. This is going to be a good rock. Gonna get that video up. Yeah, it's just a rented prospector video, Hex. It's excellent. One question, Hex. What did you pick as your starting planet? Excellent question. All right, you guys. We got I just have to get a mining laser out now.
Mining mode off.
Here it comes. I hear it.
Mining mode on.
So I wonder if there's a way for me
On.
there's that gimbal. You know, like when I hit gimbal, it looks like it's unlocked. I wonder if there's like an Alt-G type thing. Trying to loosen up that mining laser head again. Not that it matters. I mean, I'm fine with it not doing it. I'll have to look into that. I know they changed gimbal a little bit, and it seems to have affected loosening up the mining laser head. And so, anyways, let's just, you know, this is why we're here, you know, to do actually a little mining. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm in an optimal range. This is a nice rock. This is a 4040, 4700 at 43. This very well could be a this very well could be a uni if we're careful. But the lag is so real. You see that lag, you guys? It's like it's crazy. I mean, it's the lag is crazy right now. So, you know, I could blow myself up and not even mean to. Just as a heads up, you know me. I'm a good Quantanium miner. I won't blow myself up very often, but the lag is for real. Magda's great for Had Night. Yes, absolutely. Magda's great for Had Night. Yep, I'm backing. Let's see. Now. She popped. Now, the other thing is I'm just going to say this, is because there's so much lag, when you're doing these secondary breaks, your mining laser is not turning off at the proper time, and it's blowing up the profit. So you got to be real. And guess what? The brands don't work. But they do say offline. Well, no, they always say that, though, don't they? Anyways, let's just get the crack in here. This is well, at least maybe can look at them. You could blow yourself up and not even know until it's out. That's exactly right, Moon. And that's kind of the fun in it, you know. Actually, 42 likes, you guys. We're almost to 50. That's awesome. What the heck? Let me pop this guy and see if it'll wake it up. Well, I have one I can mine. Let's just work on that, I guess. Yeah, the lag is real. And I just hit Alt F just to do it. I hit left Alt 1 and it did not fire the Brant. So Brant is not happening. So Drac, this is your dream. Your dream is about to come true, man. This is Boomtown. I mean, it's laggy and I have no extra things but Brants here. And they don't work. The Brants don't work. Drac loves explosions, you guys. He loves it when I blow up, and this is probably the best opportunity for me to blow up in a long time. I'm hanging in there. Oh, this looks like lag. Hold on. That's a lag spike if I've ever seen one. I turned it off. Look at that lag. Look at it. Jojo, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey, Doe. Hey, team, how is it? Yeah, that's Lag City, you guys. What the heck? I turned off the laser a while ago. This thing, it never cooked out. You know what I mean? That's awesome, you guys. Drax loving it. It's got a heart out there. Look at that. It's still lagging. That's what I was saying. How can it... It's starting to catch up, but I dropped out of there. Uh-oh. You see that rock move? That's probably not a good sign. Who knows? I could have blown up. Oh, this is so funny. You can see the B win up there, by the way. See if I can look at that. No, I can't. I can't focus in on that because it's not a UI item. But in the upper left, you can see that B win is just locked. There. Now it just... See how it spun up to 1 again? Now it's coming back. It's coming back out of that problem. But it was like locked at 0.28. It wouldn't move at all. So, yep. All right. So now I'm out of the lag. I'll go ahead and boost back up again. It's so funny. The lag actually lasted so long and it didn't even fully... Oh, there's more lag. Am I locked down again? Yep. Oh, Drac. You know, this is... Got to pass the gauntlet here. I don't want to lose it all. Come on, get back up in there. This is only because I've mined like so much in my day might I be able to pull this off. Hey! Now see how I had to turn my laser off. It did. You know, now there was an explosion there, but I don't know if it blew up any of my profit. It might have. All right, let's see if we can get any of these other ones to scan though. Come on, fellas. Give me some composition, y'all. PTU scared me. Yeah, it's funny. It's definitely, you know. Oh, man. Come on now. Somebody give me something here. I'm on the clock. Well, I'm not on the clock yet, I guess. That's a good point. Until I start scooping. Your target window thing keeps changing sizes. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, Drac. We're in a sketchy situation here. Oh, I'm finally getting a scan result on this guy. That's good. And it's not. It gave me a mass. That's got nothing in it. Okay, I can deal with that. Getting a scan here. Oh, Marcus, it's not going to. This is still PTU wave 1. Hey, Troll, I got you. That's awesome. Moly, moly, moly. It's not. That's going to be a nice rock underneath there. 100%er, okay? Let's go ahead and blow this guy up. Don't cover my hundo there, other rock. What are you doing? Get out of there. Scaring me. Oh, I'm so locked in a... That B win. There it goes. That's awesome. Yeah, so we've got... It's not going to be out till almost the end of January. It's still got to go to open PTU. It's got a long ways to go. So, you know... Now, that doesn't... They might make some significant improvements quicker than that, I can imagine, but... Look at this. Come on, get out of my way, dude. What the heck? I can't... I'm gonna blow that thing up. Look at he's like inching over like, please blow me up, V. What the heck, man? Can I look at this thing from a different angle? Yes, I can. How about right there? Stop trying to create thunder there, Purple Rock. Alright, are we B-locked? No, we're not win-locked, so we should start climbing. Alright, here we go. Yeah, keeping your expectations low is a very solid idea. I agree with that 100%. Especially in the PTU. I've been saying it all stream. You know, this was all going to be a mixed bag, a lot of fun. You know, we're just kind of hoping beyond hope that we can knock one of these out without knocking ourselves out.
Warning, power critical.
I rolled down and turned off the laser a long time ago. It's just, it's.
Power critical. Warning, power
There it goes.
critical. Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Not terribly worried about that right now. Take it back up to 14, 17, 19. Inching its way back up. Uh-oh, that looks like it's stuck. It is. Laser off.
Warning,
Yep.
power critical. Warning, power critical.
See, had I not kind of killed the laser at that moment, it would have killed me. Pushing it back up and in. I'm trying to flirt with the bottom of the optimal as much as I can, because I'd rather do that than die here, if at all possible. Alright, went up a bunch. Dropping it down to 9. Got a good run going here.
Warning,
I dropped it to 3.
critical.
It might drop out before it finishes. It did. It's a bit of a rodeo. I lost it all.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
I'm really focused, hyper focused on the mining, so give me a sec. Ah, darn it, there's another lag spike. This is awesome. If I can get it up in there, pushing it back up, pushing it back up. Oh, I lost most of it again. Look at that. Definitely a bit of a rodeo with this lag.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
You can see the B-Win just locked it there. There it goes.
Critical.
Boy.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
It's usually not this tough to do. Brands are not working. And the lag is just brutality. Don't distract him. Don't. Sven, no. Once you break the rocks, they won't stay there for a long time. Now, this is... I've got some lag here. Big time. They won't. They'll despawn eventually. She is just locked at 0.28. There she goes again. And we almost had it that one time.
Warning, power critical.
Oh boy. Hopefully 9 was the magic number, because I stuck with it.
Warning, power critical.
We might have cooked ourselves. We'll see. It's the beat and it's out of control. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. What is gonna happen?
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Now this is nowhere, as you guys know, when I quant mine, it's never like this. It's just between the lag and not being able to use the, you know.
Power critical.
Now that's gonna break, you guys.
Power critical.
I think it might have got through. Oh, it's gonna fall out. It fell out actually, but it's real close. So if I could just push it back up in real quick. Oh, the lag is just for real.
Warning, power critical.
Wow. Lag, like, yeah, look at that lag. It's like every 20 seconds. Yeah. People, the server is going to keep dropping to 0.28 B-win for about 40 seconds. During that time, you will be locked up. Yeah, that's what people are saying. I blow myself up even though it's easy. Yeah, I'm taking it real cautious, you guys. Because once that B-win hits that 0.28 lock, you're kind of, you know, you're kind of stuck, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Oh, went into that 0.28. Yes, exactly. Am I dead or alive? That's exactly right. You're dead on. 46 likes, you guys. Hey, 4 more, we could hit 50. That'd be awesome. Oh. If I could just get a big enough window of not lag, it'd be awesome. Ooh, we got a little run here. I 17'd it. Might not fall out. We might do it this time.
Warning.
I rolled back to 11. Hey! Oh my stars, was that brutal. Well, that's the thing. Right now in 3.318, none of those are working. Nothing's working as far as mining things. Now, passives might, and I might go try those. I might look for those. All right, let's break this one. This one will probably be a little easier. It's not 100%er. All right, we'll kind of go after this guy now. All right, we creeped in. 19, she's still climbing. 13.
Warning. Power.
Dropped her down to 7.
Warning. Power.
She should fall out at 7. Fall.
Power.
Wow.
Critical.
5?
Warning. Power.
All right, I killed the laser.
Warning.
And that was down to 5%. She wanted a rough ride. %. Yeah, looks like I might be able to get that here. Oh, she's stuck. Oh, she's B-wind. Okay. We'll have to see what goes on there. Passives do work, but the active module attaches are laggy or not working in full due to the lag. Yeah, they're not. They're definitely. I haven't had them work. Now that's a precursor for that rock exploded, I think, with that one moving the way that it did. That's all right though. That's all right for sure. Let's give it a second to come out of the... There it comes. Okay, there. It just kind of came out of there.
Warning. Power.
Down to 4%. I didn't cook all of it out of there, but I cooked most of it out of there, I think. Oh, we're lagged again. I'll kill the laser. In DBZ narrator voice will V blow up mining. Yeah, exactly. Find out next week on Space Shorts. That's exactly right. Slow clap, well done, scared. Yeah, exactly. Scarred and scared. That's exactly right. All right, let's push it back up in there. Holding at 8. Looks like it might go this time. Hey! Quantanium rocks will make it work for... It is, man. I'm working my tail off over here. What about this guy? Oh, yeah, there's some quant in that guy. Quite a bit. All right, let's break him up. This has been great. Definitely a little bit of a train. You know, when you don't have this lag, you're gonna be like, oh, this is so easy. I'm gonna need a lot more coffee, that's for sure. But I did get a nice coffee donation today. That was awesome. Very excited about that. And 46 likes, almost 50 likes. That's so awesome. All right. Oh, I'm caught in the 28. I better be careful. Now I'm just watching the B win. I'm, bouncing between Bedlog, Region Hot might be wise with that lag. The thing is there isn't a different server, Dig. It'll return me right back to the server. I actually was, I've tried a couple of times to get off the server before I started the stream, and it's the only one. It's like, I don't know if it's persistent entity streaming bringing me back to the same one or whatever it is. Oh, great. That guy she had cooked. She might fall out, but I don't think she will. Now, I'd worked so hard not to do that. There was a thin chance it fell out, but we'll have to see after this B win decides it's. Drag. V, we can tell that you're a program. It's not off from the job. Yeah, that's exactly. Oh my gosh, you guys! I was watching another streamer last night fight Mad Desync with beacons. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh dear, that's exactly right. Oh dear. What is going on? Come on, B-Win, shake it out, guys. Don't blow up my profits, guys. Oh my stars in heaven. This B-Win. There's no win in this B-Win, that's for sure. I guess I didn't think... Are there different regions now for PTU? Because if there are, then maybe you're right. Maybe that's not a bad idea. I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know if maybe we finally hit the 30K. Because this server is definitely struggling. Oh! Alright, something happened. Things changed. Oh. It sounds like it's cooking. What is happening? Let's see. We're going to find out. Ooh, 100% Quantanium. US and EU. Oh, okay. I might jump to the EU region. Because I wonder if I'd have better luck there or if that one's struggling like this one. Let's go ahead. I think that rock broke. I don't think it... Let's extract. Let's extract and then head back, and then maybe I'll jump regions and see if it's in a better shape. I do need some. Aerosmith would be all right. Yeah. Murphy, say you pirated after this hard. So then, oh, you're probably not wrong, sir. You're probably not wrong. Problem is, what do I? Oh, all right. Now I'm starting to get... I'm in extraction mode. $51 likes. Thank you, guys. So much. 51 likes. That's awesome. There was 100% Quantanium over here. Well, it wasn't that guy, darn it. Oh, it was this guy. On this side over here is where all those hondos were at. If I'm just going to guess that these are hondos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because a lot of this was hondos over here for sure. Like, I have a feeling that's a hundo. Yeah, well, it didn't turn out to be a hundo. I just have to kind of hit it and see if Quantanium's going up. And if it is, then good. And if it's not, it's not that. Yep, Quantanium's going up there. Need something stronger than coffee after the lag. You're not wrong, Chris. Holy smoke. Yeah, I knew that there was a big hundo over here, so that I cracked, and I'm getting most of it. There's a lot more yellows in here. That's alright, the lag is just... We're already 15 SCU, so we're not... That's going up in quant as well. What about that guy? Ooh, that's going up in quant as well. This guy? That's not going up in quant. This guy? That's not going up in quant. This guy? Yep, that's going up in quant. Over 20 SCU. Cool. Now you guys are gonna laugh when we get back to the station because the prospector will belly flop. I'm almost thinking about backing it in. That's a 42%er. We'll grab it. I mean, I'm not having the luxury of getting scanned, so. All right, what's this guy? Quant not going up. This guy. Quant going up. That's probably going to top me off.
Warning, storage full.
Weird. I've never heard that before. That's a 32 SCU. Actually, a 27 SCU run. So not too bad, you guys. Sorry, I just had to stay hyper focused on the mining part of things. It got kind of gnarly there. Can I not get to the station? Ah, yeah. It's just a lag. Alrighty. Back to sticks. Look at that beautiful sun over the top of the terrain. We'll roll her back over. Give her a boost. One thing that's really good is the boost in the oil. Spinning this guy up and off we go. Now, I could very well get jumped. I probably should do a zig jump or something, but we're just having fun. Not too shabby. Hey, John, no, it's not too shabby. 27 SCU run and all that lag. We'll take it. See if, all right. Hopefully you can get hovered up before the timer runs out. Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, what happened to me last night, I'm just going to mention this to you guys. is I was returning to ARC-L1 from the air in Halo, and I had about the same amount on board, 27 or something. And as I entered the hangar, the Prospector just dove. It just belly flopped. Now, my gear was out, and I think what might have saved me is because the VTOLs are in the back of the ship, right? As my VTOLs crossed whatever physics plane, they kind of gave me a little bit of comfort as I was hitting the deck, but it could have very easily gone unstable. So we'll see if that happens again. John Priest says, I like a minimum of 28% before I'm happy. I can appreciate that. I mean, for sure. Yeah, I was just doing box missions near Crusader in my 400i and had a great shot of Crusader while on Daymar. Yeah, there's some... Sir, I've been pirated a few times, not in 318. Should have been a brain surgeon, tow. Thank you. That's the Kodak moment. Thank you, Griff. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys. That's definitely a little bit of a struggle, but we'll take it. I mean, it's here nor there for sure. All right. Let's go ahead and I had a guy try. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll happen for sure. And it's going to happen a bunch more in 3.18. And the first couple weeks of 3.18, I really encourage everybody to be cautious. Don't be in a hurry and don't be obvious. Zigzag jump. Go to unusual places. Don't take the normal flight paths in. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to, kind of stalk refineries or stalk, but maybe TDDs, in Orison and other places. Just find unique ways to go. Even lower percentage, it's all bank. Yeah. All right, here we go. Just been doing bunkers mainly while waiting for the next patch. V, did you upgrade your PC? Doe, I have sitting behind me every part I need. I have a 1300 watt Seasonic, a Rogue Crosshair Hero 8. Oh man, hold on. 64 meg of RAM. I have a 5800X 3D and a 7900X TX. I am ready to. I'm building a second PC for gaming. And then I'm gonna capture the stream on this PC. So that's happened. Holy cow, that was brutal. Yeah, it was, Chris. It was brutal. I've been giving out AUC left and right, still on 35. Yeah, sir. That's awesome, sir. So you're gonna get contacts here because so many people are salvaging. You just try and bring it in. Doesn't matter with the wipe anyway. It doesn't. And that's the thing. Being kind to people and giving people some money and letting them kind of experience the game, it only helps a SERP in the end. It's a beautiful thing to do. The more people that stick and stay, the better. It's going to make the world, the verse a lot better place for all of us. That was totally brutal, Chris. You're so right. All right, so look at gear and VTOLs are absolutely down. Okay? So just so we're aware. Because when I cross into the hangar and it begins to belly flop, I'm in the PTU for sure, John. That's why it's so crazy laggy. And maybe it was a lag spike, when I went into... I don't know, but we're going to find out here in just a sec. As soon as I get in here, I'm going to... All right, there's our first alarm. And that's surprising that we didn't hear it before then, because... And I just went ahead and called for landing. They don't always tell you where they want you to land at.
Initiating ship storage procedure.
What?
For your safety, please vacate
Could I get a...
the area.
There we go.
Your cooperation.
Can I... Before you store my ship, do you think maybe I could get... That's so funny. We're good. We're good. This is fine. I brought in 1 million of these loads. The only thing is we're going to do the old belly flop here in a sec. I need to bring the velocity limiter down. Now I'm going to come in a little higher than I normally would, so I can maybe hopefully catch it before it tries to belly flop me on the deck. A little higher. I don't want to hit the top. All right, in we go. Watch. She'll try and belly flop as soon as I get in here. This is what it did. Oh, it didn't do it this time. That's awesome. right, so I'm holding N. This is one of the things I've been doing a lot lately, you guys. Is holding N because it just does a kiss touchdown. And usually doesn't destabilize the quant.
Landing successful.
Love it. Any post-flight that we can do? I don't... Usually you can't anymore. Okay, no problem. Let's kill the engines and out we go. Yay! The glitches have glitches. No! Nicely done. Yeah. I hit Y to get out of my seat. Do it again. Auto land and you can repair refuel normally. Yeah, I wasn't able to that time, but I did do the auto land. Speaking of pirate space shorts, can I promote your Discord? Absolutely. You know, and I don't do that much, you guys, because I haven't been, you know, I'm busy in life. I haven't been able to lead things. But there's stuff. Can I get out of here, please? I might have to go to... Come on, let me out. Please let me out. Alright, hold on. Let's do this. I'll teach you guys maybe... I don't know if this works anymore, but it used to. Actions, player, prone. See? Old Space Shorts knows the thing about the Prospector, guys. Don't want to let me out? I'll clip my way out. Oh, the B-Win was on jam, that's for sure. So I just went... You can belly prone your way out of the Prospector, by the way. Yep. Nice. Oh, Lord. What's this guy doing? Hey, citizen. Alright, let's store this guy.
Welcome. Please visit the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, in our Discord, there's definitely a very, very good write-up about, you know, about pirates and pirate avoidance and things, you know, that are going to be helpful. Little tips and tricks to stay healthy, you know, and so I, you know, highly recommend that. And you know, I'm hesitant to say. I mean, Explorers League is an org. We're not very active on a leadership front right now. Just people are busy in life, but it's a really, really good community. So I mean, people are always welcome to join the community and just chat. And there's tons of awesome people in our community. Just great people, combat people, you know, bunker loving people, you know, people who love all sorts of gameplay. But I wouldn't necessarily we're an active organization right now. Just because life has been really busy for our leadership.
Please visit us again.
That's a pro level action right there. I just want to make sure it got to store. I guess it did get to store. I'd see it, right? So let's go down and put this in the hopper. And I might try and hop to the EU server and see if it's any better. I have to check the time as well. I know that Jode and I were thinking about doing some grocery shopping this afternoon. Real life. The lag at Sam's Club is brutal. All right. Here we go. This might be our second run in the hopper here, which is going to be great. Oh, cool. Well, if they got the EU servers up, I might just hop just to see if that one's actually just acting better. Prospector setup work order. Awesome. Wait, material selected. I'm sure it's just lag. Hang on. We're stuck in the B1. Alright. I have no cursor. Oh, my stars in heaven. Well, let's just look over here and see if it sees it. Let's give it a little time. Prospector definitely is not out anymore. But we're just battling the same thing we've been battling. It's not even seeing it? Hard to say. Very, very, very laggy. Oh, goodness. I wonder if I jump to the other server, if it would, you know, it would just see it in there, because it is stored. I have gotten the raw ore console to work. I have a, you can see from yesterday, I have a, it's just the lag, you guys. It's so brutal on the server right now. Yes, it might say transferring cargo. You're absolutely right, John, because it does do that. It says transferring. Yeah, Doe, you know what? I knew, Doe, when I was jumping on here today that it was going to be a rodeo, and I wasn't even worried about it. I came into this just wanting to be a happy warrior today, and that was my mantra going into this. There's no reason. You know, I'm going to say something to you guys that you know, like I have this philosophy, which is not, kind of a weird one, but I was a musician when I was a kid. And when I was a musician when I was a kid, I loved Pink Floyd, Radiohead, those types of bands, very kind of heady, broody bands. But you know, and I never really liked like Van Halen or those types of bands. But now that I'm 50, I realize the brilliance of like just having fun on a Saturday night, a beer, loading an arena full of gals and beers and having fun. And it's just like, you know, and there's a metaphor to it, like, you know, trying to be a glass, just like you're saying, glass is half full. I think this year I got a little kind of, I don't know, salty mic'd a little bit, and I don't mean that to put on Mike himself. I got a little kind of sad about the way some of the project was going. I decided to get rid of, just blow all that stuff away. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be, you know, I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is, and if I'm not enjoying it, then why am I doing it? I absolutely love this game. So, you know, that's the way that I'm going to choose to be. Oh, look at this. We got a couple different prospectors set up work order. Hey! You know, and we're just going to gum our way through, have fun, and just enjoy it for what it is. And yeah, bugs and all. Warts and all. You know what I mean? For sure. All right, work order accepted. So, hey, man, we got a 50 SCU in the hopper. We got a 500,000 going in there. So let's do this, okay? Just because I'd like to know, I'm going to go back and I'm going to exit to menu. So let's go ahead and do that, because I'm very interested to see if the EU servers got a different kind of thing going. So let's find that out, because if it is, then I'm going to be because there's a lot of testing I want to do outside of the stream and just in general. So let's see if I don't refine everything, John. I traditionally just refine the Quantanium, just because it makes the job much slower. But, you know, I could be convinced otherwise if somebody, you know, gave me like a logical mathematical reason why. But generally, it like makes the job like 2 or 3 hours longer. You know, so not that it really matters. It doesn't really matter in the PTU, you know, but the job has been fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about, is there? Oh, look at this. There's Aussie and everything. Okay, so I'm going to hit the EU one, and I'm going to check the B win on that one. I'm just kind of curious. Time to clean house, elevation. Sir, I'm getting there myself, not too far away. You know what? Thank you so much for hanging out today, sir. I really appreciate you being here with me. You know, I'm not going to be on for a terribly long time. Hey, Mabutu! Happy New Year, Mabutu! How have you been? It's nice to see you. I do everything because you make the odds and ends. You know, yeah, pays for fuel. I can see that, John. I definitely understand what you're saying. I mean, you have it in there. Why not just go ahead and do it? It's a reasonable position. I totally think it's a reasonable position. So, this has been just an unbelievably fun stream today. I am checking to see if the B win is just more solid on the EU server. Just because I'm curious. It's already looking much more solid. All right, I don't know though. I've been hit. Why? Happy New Year! Same to you, sir. I hope you know, absolutely hope that you and your family have a lovely, lovely year, sir. And always appreciate seeing you, and I hope that you're well. Oh, hey, that was all right. How about this? Yeah, the B win appears to be, you know, a little more solid on the server. We're cruising along. I like it. Let's go check the state of the prospector and see how we're doing. And use a fat max to transport. The only way I lose half a million. Yeah, that's a great point, John. I mean, one of the things that I will say with 3.18 coming, I think it's going to be smart to do smaller cargo runs and smaller ships. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a 46 SCU run in a Cutlass Black. Okay, there, you know, not everybody's going to see that Cutlass Black and think, you know, lunch. There's, you know, if you're going to fly like a Freelancer or a Freelancer Max or a Hull A, or what, that looks like lunch. You know what I mean? If you're going to fly something like an MSR that's got 114 SCU, but when an MSR flies by, the last thing I'm thinking to myself is that thing's got 114 SCU of Quantanium on board. Is there a link to the Discord? Let me grab one for you guys. That's an excellent question. There's the Discord. Let me go ahead and click on this guy. Invite people. Copy. Let me do this. That's our Discord right there. And like I said, we have a wonderful community. We're not an active org. I really want to be real careful. We're not real active as far as like having... We have been in the past tremendously active with 25-man nights and you know, and that type of thing. We're not right now currently, but we will be in the future again. And it's just a great group of guys to hang out with. They're just good people. So, you know, tons and tons of solid operators in Star Citizen. You know, really, really good players like Macedon, for instance. Mass is, if he's still around, I mean, he's an awesome Star Citizen player. You know, there's just tons and tons of great people on, on that play. You know, we're just blessed. We're super blessed. Pyro, Griff, Moonraker. I mean, all those people are, you know, around the community, you know, and contribute some, and that most orgs are the same at the moment. And I don't disagree with that, John, for sure. All right, so looking at the time here, the honest truth is I promised my wife we were going to go do a little shopping. And so I probably am best served to just kind of go do that at this point. So here's that moment in the stream where I just kind of do this. I just want to say thank you all for joining me today. I honestly, this has been, I've been over my skis. You know, you guys have been great. It's been super fun. Of course, it's been a typical PTU day. That little test version thing down there, that's definitely played into this a little bit. But you know what? We had a lot of fun today. You guys have been great. I can't thank you enough. We had 56 likes, a beautiful day. Enjoy your Saturday. I am going to absolutely go get my honeydew list done, exactly, John. And, you know, I'm going to be streaming quite a bit, you guys, this year. And lots of content, lots of 4K. I'm really looking forward to start shooting videos in 4K. I'm actually actively learning. You guys might have noticed that my videos look a little weirder now. It's because I'm learning DaVinci Resolve. I've kind of moved on from Wondershare to DaVinci Resolve. I'm working on that right now, so I'm learning how to do new timelines and stuff. I'm actually making thumbnails now in Photoshop. So, you know, hey, I'm just kind of trying to up my skill set to make better content for you guys. I just want to say thank you all for your time, energy, contributing to the channel, helping the other people who come along, everything. Just blast you guys. Pseudo, thank you so much. Definitely going to be streaming some more. You guys take care of yourself, and I will see you all around the verse.